The hierarchy of needs was created by Abraham Maslow in his 1943 book, A Theory on Human Motivation. The original list consists of these 5 points. Psychological needs. Examples of these would be things such as food, water, and sex.
Say, you brain runner.
Tell him I'm eating.
Safety needs. Examples of these would be shelter and protection.
Wow, this place is great. When can we move in? You've got to try this pole. I'm gonna get my stuff.
Love and belonging needs. Some examples of this would be such things as friends, relationships, or even religions and gangs.
Oi, I'm getting hitched to this bluebird, and she wants me to give up the glug line.
Esteem needs. These can include things such as independence, achievement, or prestige in a higher status, among others. Self-actualization. Examples of this would be living up to your full potential or self-fulfillment. Now, over the years, there's been many adjustments to include more steps, such as self-transcendence, the final step that includes focusing on a bigger purpose than anyone's self, but most people look towards the original 5-step list as the definitive hierarchy of needs. The purpose of the hierarchy of needs is to explain the needs that motivate human behavior. Maslow proposed the idea that the individual needs to complete each step to move on to the next one. For example, once you are fed and no longer need food, you can move on and look for shelter. And after that, you can move on and look towards being with others and potentially finding a mate. Now, there's not much more to it than that. It's a pretty simple idea that many people still look towards today as a real way to motivate them and get things done.
I was optimistic. What I would say was there was a huge, big, gaping hole in psychology. All the things that were important and precious, where was goodness and where was nobility and where was reason? And where was science? And where was loyalty? And where was courage? Well, the behaviors had nothing to do, it was just nothing. Because, you don't find these things in white rats. That's what we lived on then. And as for Freud, Freud was a disappointed and unhappy old man. Maybe the cancer did it or whatever. But it was just... It didn't gel. It was wrong. And we kept on doing experiments, and then I kept on reading the literature that spelled out that, for instance, the search for knowledge is instinctoid.